everyone, welcome back to Upwards with Pradyut and Tisha. I'm Tisha Relia Hande, and today I'm going to tell you why you should never ever buy Instagram followers from any website out there. Now I'm sure when you're scrolling through Instagram and seeing all these influencers getting all these free things, you're like, oh my god, why don't I just do it? Why don't I just buy a bunch of followers and become an influencer and lead the good life? So let me just break it down and tell you what exactly happens when you buy followers, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit of a tragic personal experience over here. So essentially I had an Instagram account called Tisha Relia, which I have painstakingly built over many years. It had around 11,000 followers. Then I got an idea actually for this channel that maybe I should buy a bunch of followers and just see how it works. You know, what's the impact on my account? I haven't ever done it till now because I am not a full-time content creator. So for me, vanity metrics like followers, etc. don't really have a very big meaning. But I wanted to try and see what happens. So anyway, I did a little bit of research, found a few websites. The one I chose was Social King. Now the thing about these influencer buying websites is they're all pretty much the same. They all claim to be selling you authentic followers. They also have a refill model, which means that if they send you 100 followers and those 100 go back, they actually refill them with more followers. But I think the biggest claim out there is that we are selling authentic followers and not fake followers or bots. So anyway, I went to Social King and I bought around 500 followers from there, and then I went to another website and I bought 500 followers from there just to understand what happens, what is the impact, you know, what really goes on when you purchase followers. Now the thing is that the cost per follower, if you want to purchase in India, is less than like 2 rupees. You can literally buy hundreds and thousands of followers with very little money, and very quickly they start getting delivered. So what that means is if you purchase followers now, literally within 20 to 30 minutes you will see that all of those followers that you have purchased come into your account, and very quickly your account goes up from what it was. For me, it was around 11,000 to about 12,000 in just 30 minutes, and it has literally taken me almost 5 years to build 11,000 followers. So of course for me it was a little bit like, okay, wow, what just happened? And I tried to see all of the followers, and the claim on the site was that these are authentic, but believe me, not even a single of those followers seemed authentic. They all seemed like bots. When I went and checked out their profiles, they had 0 or 1 post, and even the post that they had, you could very clearly tell that they're just using random pictures with no comments, no followers of their own. So pretty much all of those 1,000 followers were bots. Now that happened, and let me tell you what was the impact of that over the next few months. Now the first thing and very important thing to understand is that Instagram does not support bots. They are constantly coming down on bots. They are removing bots from the platform. But the biggest thing that I have seen, which is something that used to not happen so much so earlier, is that Instagram really flags accounts which have purchased followers, right? Now the reason I got to know this is before buying followers with about 11,000 followers, I used to have a really good engagement rate. I used to get good reach on my reels. I used to get a lot of saves, like, comments. But the moment I made this purchase, about 15-20 days later, first of all, a lot of these authentic followers started to go. So the follower count would randomly go up and then it would get refilled, so it would come back. So the follower count seemed to go up and down a lot. And one huge impact that happened was on my reach, where constantly my reels and posts, their reach became less than half. And I again spoke to a few other creators who unfortunately had made the same mistake in the past and purchased followers, and all of them said the same thing, that in the last few months Instagram has really cracked down on bots, and any account which has a lot of bots, Instagram is not really promoting that account, right? So I went and I started to think, okay, what can I do now? Because of course I didn't want to lose this account. So one of the ideas that someone gave me is that why don't you go and manually remove each of those followers? So I said, okay, you know what, it's worth a shot, let me give this a try. So I literally spent one Saturday going and, you know, making sure I remove all of those 1,000 profiles, which of course took me a lot of time. I'm sure I got rid of some real followers also, and I again waited and watched. The reach did go up a little bit, but honestly it was nowhere before the levels of when I made this purchase. So one huge impact is definitely on your reach. The second thing is that because your reach goes down, accordingly obviously your likes and shares and everything on your post also go down, right? And I've seen this, and this is a really easy way to identify if someone has purchased followers. If supposing you have like 200,000 followers and your reels are getting 200,000, 5,000, 6,000 views, that is not proportionate at all, right? If you have about 2 lakh followers, your reel should be getting at least 10 to 20,000 views, and if you're getting 300, 400,000 views, 2,000 views, then that's way too less, and it obviously means that that creator has purchased followers. So if you are on the marketing side of things, this is a really good way for you to identify if an influencer is actually genuine or not. And the other thing that I also discovered is that people not only buy followers, they also buy likes and shares on their posts. So what happens is that to show that, okay, I have X number of followers, so I have proportionate likes, you can actually for very cheap, like 50, 100 rupees, actually buy likes for your post also. Essentially, I understood after about 3 months of this entire exercise that my account and all the hard work that I have done organically has gone to waste, because my account somewhere seems like it has been flagged, and my reach has become really low. So unfortunately, I have decided to start a new Instagram account, which is Tisharelia Hande, which I started, and the surprising thing is this account has just about 200 to 300 followers, but my reels are actually getting more reach on this account than they did on my original account after that I had purchased followers. So yeah, it's better to grow organically, grow slowly on Instagram, but don't ever fall into this trap of buying followers because it seems easy or it's cheap, because eventually in the long run it's not going to benefit your profile at all, and all your organic hard work, all the amazing content that you create is actually going to waste. So because I had this experience, I thought I would share the same with you, just in case it helps you, and the next time you feel like pressing that little button and pressing on buy, please do watch this video so that you know that you should not buy followers. I'll also talk to you about in the next few videos on how to grow your Instagram presence organically, as I have started my new account and there are a few hacks that I'm trying that seem to be working. So I'll share those with you going forward. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that we can go on this Instagram growth story organically together. Thank you so much. I hope you found this video useful, and I shall see you next time.